So g'day bum scruffs, how you going? And wow, look at that regrowth. These look like yellow box, yellow gum. So this is a reason to enjoy Australia. It's the actual forest, although this is altered, this is an old quarry. It's just beautiful, there's no one out here, and that's what I like. Coming out to a place where there's no one. Oh no, sorry. 2 cyclists on the other side, red alert, red alert. So, a lot of Australians actually like this, and this is part of our culture. It's just to enjoy the outback. Although, I'm actually in the city. I would say, yeah, I'm on the outskirts of Melbourne. And this is the Plenty Gorge wetlands. So what we have, so the wetlands start there, so it's a billabong, goes all the way around there, and here for the past couple of years this has been full. When I first come here in 2009, this was empty, it was all dry because we're in a drought period, but now we're in a wet period. But considering that this is dry, it's a lot drier than what it was 4 or 5 years ago. So I think I've got some videos on one of my channels anyway. You can see people coming in to chuck rubbish. Over there we have a stand of black wattle. But I haven't been here for about a year and nothing much has changed. Obviously this has actually gotten a lot larger. This was full last time I was here. This was a bit empty, so it's obviously got a lot more water than it did a year ago. And I can't actually walk out to there now. There used to be a dead kangaroo over there, but they usually disappear fairly quickly. And well, this is flooded, so it's definitely I could usually walk out to those logs as well, but no, not today. And you can see the kangaroos love this, so we have kangaroo footprints here. So this is the large toe and this is the side toe. That's the left foot. Obviously they've got them coming back as well. So they come in here to drink water. Then we have dusky moorhens. No, not dusky morons, moorhens. So I'm not even going to walk into there, I'll probably just sink. Lots of dusky moorhens. Don't see any purple swamp hens. So I'm not too sure what this plant is, but this is an indication. If this is growing, you know that there's a high water content underground. It's waterlogged as well. So you can see it does thrive on the embankment, but as you go up into the dry areas like here, up there, it disappears. So obviously this area has a high water content. So the plants around you indicate what type of environment you got. You can see they stop pretty much here. Then you just got some native and also pest grasses. So beautiful. You can hear the bowerbird. That's a distinctive bird sound you want to hear, and I just love hearing it. Okay, over that way we have a stand of bottle brush. As you can see the white stems, that's where the waters come up at some point as they've been growing. And you can see on the bank where the actual water has come up, because it does stagnate the growth of plants like we see here. So obviously this gets waterlogged, probably turns it anaerobic as all the oxygen's used, doesn't allow the plants to grow. And obviously this is the edge of where the high water mark is. These are pretty waterlogged in the past. Someone's dumped basalt there. And here is a eucalyptus. Obviously it's not faring well in the waterlogged conditions. Beautiful. So basically when you come to Australia, just enjoy the natural beauty of anywhere that you go. Look at that. Isn't that an awesome place to drown in? Beautiful. Learn how to swim, people. Although most people that swim do drown sooner or later. And the bedrock here is just basalt. So this is the Western Volcanics. Underneath the basalt should have the Melbourne Formation, so it'll be like 380 million year old sedimentary rock. And this stand, bottle brush around there, this is slowly just increasing in number. So when I first come here, this was only a small stand of a few plants, but now there's probably at least 50 just there. I'm not going to count them, just there. And this is, I would say, is going to spread along the riverbank, probably up the hill to a bit of extent, and probably in 40 or 50 years this will just be a large stand of bottle brush. Which would increase biodiversity. Some people over there. So beautiful. So every now and again in these managed water bodies you're probably going to come across these little nesting sites. These are for birds. So these are actually intended to be surrounded by water. So obviously the water isn't high enough. There's another one over there. So they probably need to move them. Although it looks like birds are using it. Beautiful. But we're just going to go up to my favourite place here, which is actually a swamp. I like swamps. I like deserts. Grasslands, yeah, they're okay. But this is utilised by kangaroos. This stand of plants hasn't actually increased in length or in number of individual trees that much, although it is slowly expanding. I think this used to be just the one black wattle, which is probably here, used to be. It's quite larger than the ones you see now. Must have fallen down. Black wattles disintegrate fairly quickly because the wood's not dense wood. It's actually fairly easy to chop up. So dense wood takes, like this eucalyptus yellow box, it's fairly dense. It takes a long time for it to break down, but these black wattles, they break down fairly quickly, probably within 10 years they disappear. Yeah, sorry I don't have my gimbal. Just holding it with my hands. It's bloody freezing. I think it's only like 12 degrees at the moment. Should drop down to at least 4. This morning was 2 degrees, it was freezing. Winter's not one of my favourite things, but I do like a little bushwalk like we did now. Look, someone's decided to make, here you go, basalt. So this is what they were quarrying. They use that for road services. Little teepee. Not an ideal. Yeah, it's not really an ideal. You need it longer so you can lie in it and pass away. If it was me, I'd probably make something in between those trees there. Or even utilise this. Oh no, that's the drainage. No, don't utilise that. Be lying in and the kangaroos just lean over and have a shit in your head. Oh, don't be like that, Glenn. Kangaroos are delicious. Thank you very much. And no through road. Yeah, I bet you I can make that a through road. Okay, you go. Black wattle. Blackberry, should I say. Now they're not poisonous, but they're actually quite bitter. Beautiful. Okay. I've seen some kangaroos. Oh, there's plenty of kangaroos over there. Eastern grey kangaroo, the genus Macropus. Obviously they planted a lot of eucalyptus trees here, and all these eucalyptus trees have come from seed from these larger trees that you see around us. So this regrowth is going quite well. And obviously they want all this to be forest again. There's lots of kangaroos over there. Yeah, kangaroos are pretty common around here, so if you want to come to Plenty Gorge Parklands, pretty much in most of the park you're gonna, so most areas of the park you're actually going to find kangaroos, and a lot of times you're just going to be walking, you won't see them and you just bump into them. Now they're going to shit themselves and hop off. Now people think that kangaroos would actually fight you. Well, they'd fight you if you corner them, or if you actually go up, if you go right up to them and they don't know you're there, they'll probably get defensive and fight you. But they're probably the males. All the kangaroos I've seen, none of them have actually tried to fight you. There's swampland. So this is a swampy area. This is an area that I like. So as you walk in, you see this is your tracks for the actual kangaroos. It's fairly dense, and g'day. So in this area, you know that has a lot of water. Obviously you can see the difference in the elevation, and lots of kangaroo shit everywhere. So as you actually keep walking down, someone's had a nice lunch. So when you go through here, you need to be careful with snakes. Well, snakes are not really that much of a problem. It's too cold now, so snakes will be waiting for summer. So here we have the water body. So we've got a drainage around there. And here we have old yellow blocks. Obviously some of them are dead. And we have a whole stand of regrowth forest. So basically, this is what I like about Australia. The actual flora and fauna, and also the evolutionary processes that actually sculpted these trees to be the way they are. You're going to find these. These are cicada. They're the actual cocoons that they have around them when they're underground. Then they come around above ground, go into the trees, make a hell of a noise, have sex and then die. I mean, don't see them that often, probably about every 10 to 20 years. So you need to actually look, see if there's any hollows. And also you should be able to see turtle burrows. Wow. This is actually full. Last time I come here, it's only a little bit of water there. Australasian Geebe. I just wonder if they've put in a new drainage system to turn it into a lake. So I don't think we've had enough water to actually fill this up. Enough rain. That's great. Anyway, so I'll leave it here. Beautiful. Just remember, wherever you go in the world, if it's safe, go out in the bush, just check it out. Hooroo.